Oh Leute, so neuen Part von Batman, the Telltale Series.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door.
Was bisher geschah.
When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
This is Selina.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Selbst Alfred war da, aber es war falsch, ihn umzubringen. Wir hätten ihn safe anderweitig zu den Informationen kommen können. Aber was passiert ist passiert. Deine Entscheidungen bestimmen den Verlauf dieser Spielreihe. Die Geschichte hängt davon ab, wie du spielst. Also pass auf, was du und wen du diesmal umbringst. Das alles, was wir getan haben, werden sich im kompletten Spielverlauf bemerkbar machen. Und wir haben ein sehr negatives Standpunkt. Wir werden halt auf keinen Fall mehr das beste Ending haben, sondern wahrscheinlich eher das mittlere.
You don't have to do this.
Only you now, Master Bruce.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
Tell me all of this is a lie.
I wish I could. There are no angels in Gotham, Bruce. Maybe there never were. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
You kept their secrets for them.
I'm trying to help you understand.
Then try harder!
Wir wollen ihn nicht verlieren, bitte.
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Falcone, the papers, they were telling the truth. Everyone knew about this but me.
I know it's a lot to take in. I want you to know I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed, and you were all alone. and I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you.
Das schätzen wir. Das schätzen wir.
I hope you can forgive me.
Ja, natürlich. Doch. Natürlich.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again.
Ich mag ihn sehr.
This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
Weißt du, was ich dazu sagen soll? Einfach eine Schweigeminute.
Doesn't quite add up. You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Wer weiß, Leute, ob es jetzt komplett schlecht war, ihn umgebracht zu haben. Ich glaube, hätten wir ihn nicht umgebracht, würden wir auf jeden Fall niemals erfahren, dass unser Familien-Mafia-Unternehmen drin war. Natürlich bereue ich es. Die Philosophie von Batman ist eigentlich niemanden umbringen. Also, aber Fehler passieren. Gerade wenn man komplett neu in dem Business ist.
I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I take him to jail, just like any other criminal.
But he's not just any criminal, is he?
Es ist halt so.
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe.
Ich schätze, wir können noch hochkommen, uns verbessern. Wir können den Strang noch umdrehen. Wir müssen jetzt noch anstrengen.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal, not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
Das hätte ich wirklich nie gedacht, dass wirklich so Kriminalitäten gehören.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Also in keinem Spiel erfahrt man, wie genau das alles passiert ist. Nur hier.
Father pleading, you don't have to do this. And the gun fires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Stay back! Take whatever you want! Let this. Don't Falcone. He's making a mistake.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mug. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Ja, geil, und ich habe ihn umgebracht. Oh! Wir werden jetzt nie erfahren, warum. Scheiße.
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, well, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing, but everything's been a little busy. You never struck me as a humble guy, Bruce. Your friend gave us the whole case against Falcone. A catalog of his entire criminal empire.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Verstehe ich das richtig? Falcone lebt?
Batman practically tore him in half. He's helped
Er lebt noch.
Past, but if you ask me, he's out of control.
Wir sagen zu Batman nix.
Well, at least someone's getting tough on these guys. I tell you, I'd rather have Falcone in here than out on the street.
You weren't there, Harvey. You didn't see it.
Also, ich habe ihn nicht umgebracht, nur stark verletzt. Geht ja noch, oder? Er ist also verdient.
We'll be out here.
Episode 2. Hoffentlich wird er nicht sterben. Ich habe ihn schon krass zugerichtet. Kinder von Arkham.
Oh. Bruce Wayne.
You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me.
Lol.
Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. It's like a mausoleum in here.
Erstmal langsam.
You tangled with the wrong guy.
Goddamn Batman. I haven't took a beating this bad since before I got made. Your father used to sew me up. Better than these cop doctors. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close.
Yeah?
More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
Okay, nicht unhöflich werden.
Did you have something to do with his death?
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. But you showed me the door. Got a whole closet full of birthday presents I was never able to give you.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and
Ja, ja. Das werden wir machen, nachdem ich ihn so zugerichtet habe. Wir brauchen die Information. Gar kein Ding. Ja. Ihn leiden lassen, seinen Schmerz lindern. Auf jeden Fall. Ey. Ich habe ihn schon so geballert.
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
Ich weiß es nicht, was ich sagen soll.
No, I didn't think so. You're no killer, Bruce. That's why you were kept in the dark. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah, there's a kindness in you. You care about people.
Wir bleiben höflich.
Even mean old bastards like me.
I lost her so young. I hardly remember anything about her.
She had steel in her, did Martha. She was the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin to kill them both.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that the
Nein!
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard had to die.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Nicht dein Scheiß Ernst. Wäre er nicht im Krankenhaus, wäre er auch nicht gestorben. Ich hab nicht gedacht, dass es so eskaliert.
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp. This close. We were this close.
Ja, es stimmt nicht mit der dieses Ding.
I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
It just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
Then we need the complex facts, like how and why.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Scheiße.
Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Das war nicht geplant, Leute.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Aber man kann das nicht ungeschehen tun, was man gemacht hat.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
So. Also es liegt auf jeden Fall an diesen Ding, das halt den Verstand verlieren lässt.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin.
Scheiß Ernst, Alter.
Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
So eine Scheiße, Mann.
I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then it just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I shouldn't, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, don't worry about that now.
Wir haben was gefunden.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've gotta lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Die mag ich nicht, Alter.
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off.
Hab mich mal.
Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Always digging for a story, huh?
So it's true?
I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate prison for
Soll mich in Ruhe
the
lassen.
day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
Sagen gar nichts.
Huh. Disappointing. Maybe you have more to do with this than I thought.
Er hätte es so oder so gedacht. Aber richtig belastend, dass jetzt Falcone tot ist. Er hatte doch nichts damit zu tun, mit dem Mord. Aber wer es war, das wissen wir nicht. Das war alles in eine falsche Richtung.
Drug Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Nee, Falcone hat das auf keinen Fall verdient.
No one will miss him, you can be sure of that. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two.
Leider haben wir nicht mehr erfahren.
The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
Okay, was soll ich jetzt noch suchen?
This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you? Oh.
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses, the things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Will ein drohenden Ausfallsignal suchen. Ah, Gott, Mitte war. Achso, jetzt habe ich es erst verstanden. Ah, hier ist halt nichts. So, ich habe da noch nicht gesucht. Aber war das richtig? Lol. Gut, dann muss man halt weiter versuchen. Ein Riesenbereich muss ja nicht sein. So, dann haben wir nur noch das übrig. So. Ne, hier nicht. Ah, hier weiß ich es nicht. Durch eine Ecke? Hier. Alles verfolgt diesen einen Punkt.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Aber wir bringen dich diesmal nicht ins Krankenhaus, ne? Im nächsten Part geht's weiter. Like, unbedingt auch für mehr Absatz.